Hello everybody. I just put up on my Facebook group that I was just going to do some things with envelopes, and why I've been sort of using them more often recently is that I have a load of them and my sister has loads, and I mean boxes and boxes of them, because she used to sell craft kits, you know, with all sort of die cuts and all different things like that, and she always put cards and envelopes in. So to be honest, she has thousands. Okay, so I went over there this week and I picked up a great big bag full, and I thought, you know what, we've got to do something with these envelopes. So I thought I would do a continuation of the envelope series and everything like that, with just a whole playlist of things to do with envelopes. Not doing it all the time, you know, like every day or anything like that. I'll just do it every whit and flit, you know, and we'll go from there. This is the sort of envelopes that I get there. These, she got a box of 500 of those, so I took some of those. I use them quite a lot, okay, and I do like the top loading ones, because I think they're quite interesting, because they make, you know, nice tuck. I like the square bit that flips over the page. And then these are all card making ones. These are big. These are all good quality actually, but I've picked out just a few. That's, yeah, and another top loading one there, and I'm going to tea stain them. Yeah, someone suggested this on the group that I'd done this, so I thought I'd talk a little bit about what I use. Some of it, you have to excuse me, is rather grubby, okay, because it gets tea stained, and this is where I get my results, okay. Say this is, I've got a piece over where I do it normally, all right, and I've got a piece of this and it is that colour, all right. It's because I continually tea stain on it, and it's got all bits of odd colours. So, you know, now and again it picks up the colour. If I leave the paper on there, it picks up this in different areas, and it's fantastic. But because of the weather at the moment, I've been putting them on my heater. So I just thought I'd start off with a new bit, and we will go from there. Right, what else do I use? Okay, I use doilies. Okay, I pile them up. I don't, because I don't bake anymore. All right, because I'm in my studio and I do everything there, so they end up that colour, which again you can go and use afterwards. So that's another one there. I've just got some small ones, so I couldn't find the ones I've been using. Stuck between some pages, I think. I use this plastic. Yeah, like I say, it's really grubby, so that's white. I think that was white when it originally. So that's that plastic tablecloth. Where you get that from, I don't know, because again, I got this from a market. I saw it and I got a couple of designs. That's one of them, and literally that's all I have. This, I don't know, but it gives a bit of texture. I think it's one of those matte things. They picked them up in the UK somewhere. I don't know where, because my sister gave me that. A sort of non-slippable matte. There, bits of lace that you can spritz through. Tea stain as well. Another bit there. There's a bit of old bit of net curtain. Yeah, tea bags. And honestly, there's all sorts that you could do. Yeah, and literally, I just do different things all the time. Yeah, sprays. Okay, well, typical tea. Okay, right, now I make a cupful, a mug like this. I put 5 tea bags in and I fill it up with water. And then I reckon because I don't mix up a lot at once, because you know it goes off, doesn't it? I reckon 5 cups of water. Yeah, after that, to cool it down, just plain water on top of it, because I put it in a big tub like this. And then that's a very light base. If I want darker, I will add a couple of teaspoons of coffee. Yeah, and do it that way. But I actually like to double do it. You know, I'll tea stain a load and then I'll go back in and do it again to get different results. I use sprays like this. This is a powder that you mix up, like walnut crystals. I have to have a look at where I got that from, because I got that a long time ago, so I'm not sure whether it's available, but it's just like walnut crystals. But you've got the Tim Holtz spritz, haven't you? I don't think I've got that handy. Oh yeah, here we go, which is that one. But again, when I use this, I water it down. Okay, I take half of it out and then put half water in, and then sometimes I'll do it again. So there's only 25% then of this stuff, and I do things like that. Or you can most probably mix up your distress inks, these ones, sorry, that in a spritz with a bit of water, and you've got your darker colour if you want to spritz through anything. So I do things like that. I do, you know, you've got your glimmer mist, you've got all your sprays. I mean, I could not go through what's out there, but you just use what you got, basically. Then you've got, this is computer ink, watered down. That's the little sponges that come out of the ink cartridges. I got them out and I soaked them in water, and then just put them in there. Does my lace and different things like that, which I can show you what I've done there. The lace. So I've done the lace first, and then I'll use it today. So this, I've done a load of lace. This is all creams and whites, and then I've soaked it in there, and I've got all my colours that I need. Yeah, and I love that because it's all patchy. Yeah, so look at that one. That's great. That's just a white doily. It's picked up lovely. It is patchy, but that's how I like it. You know, if you want to dye properly, then you dye with proper inks, yeah, and you do it in the right process. So, you know, we're not doing that. Well, I'm not doing that. I just want to dye stuff and play around and just see what happens. Yeah, so that's where I'm starting. Because I'm using blue, I mean, look at it. It's disgusting, isn't it? It's really horrible. But, you know, that's what it is. And that's why I get my effects like I do. I don't normally wear gloves when I do it, but, you know, I will be doing another video on something else after this, so it might be a bit scary for people. Yeah, definitely. I don't do anything to the envelope. I really don't. All I do is I dry them with that up, yeah, and I usually put them like so. So when I'll show you in a minute, but just so that they don't all stick together. Yeah, and then I'll come down that way. Yeah. And then sometimes, let's see if I can do another one there, like that. But half the time I don't even worry. If it sticks together, it sticks together. Do you know what I mean? I really don't, I just don't worry. And if there's rips and tears in them, then they're aged, naturally aged, aren't they? That's what I think. So anyway, we'll do a few. I think I will get gloves because I really do get mucky. Really, I've got some hairdressing ones, so you know I've ripped them already. No, when I paint, I hate gloves really, but my hands do get, because they're so porous. I mean, they're not brilliant now. Look, I've got a bit of green in. It doesn't look very good. But they will get bad after this. So I'll just pop them on. Right, that's all done. So this is how I do it. So I sort of do that. I don't worry about it. Okay, and I let it run a bit and then stop it, and then this creates different effects on there, and I put that one right on the edge. Okay, so it gives me a bit more room. That then this is a bit of spritz there. I'm going to shove a bit in there. I'll put a bit over there. Okay, and put that one up there. Actually, I'll do it that way. blue mixed with tea stain makes green. Makes a sort of really nice green colour. Oh yeah, and then these are, I got, you know, I might go over there and add a bit more. Yeah. If I want a bit more, one like that. I will soak up a bit of that. Right, now I think this might be a little bit too dark. This is brand new. This is Glimmer Mist. Yeah, here we go. But it's good. So what I've done, you see, I've sort of spray it on here. Right, and then I'll use a bit of it rather than use it all. I quite like that because the journal I'm doing next has got a bit of blue in, so I'm just going to pick a bit of that up, yeah? And then I'll pick a bit of tea up. Okay, make sure that's the other way because that'll stick down on there, so like that. And do the same again. See that greeny colour coming on, and maybe a bit of blue. Just let it happen, you know. Look at the way that's squirted on there. Okay, and then we'll do that. And because we've got this here, when I place something on it, it's going to be really good. So remember where it is, and when they're all dry, you'll see. I mean, if it doesn't work out brilliantly, then all you got to do is go over it, or go over it with a bit of gesso. Okay. Just gonna have a little bit more. This is the sort of colour I'm doing, so did I do that? Yeah, that's cool. Stay away from the sticky bit. Try to move that up a bit. So I've run out of space over there. I've got a little bit more space, but I just can't film it, so. Right, let's move that over there. And then sometimes I'll do that. I'll squeeze a bit on there, like so. Right, let's get some different shapes. I'm going to do a few cream ones. And I'll start off there, like that. There's a massive one here, let's do that. Yeah, well, the only one I might touch is there. Yeah, hold on. That's what you just got to be careful of that bit. That's all. I'll just come down a little bit, just in case. There we go. Get another one of those. bit of that colour. And maybe a little bit of that. Yeah, dipping everything. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I can just get some smaller ones down there. And this is being careful, okay? I haven't put any doilies on or anything, but that sometimes I'll do after this initial bit. When these are dry, you know, I'll go in, I'll do that. That's about it, I think, because just get stuck on there. But that's quite a few envelopes, and it hasn't taken up that too much space, has it? Yeah? So I shall put those to dry. Okay, I'll do some more. So what I do is I wet this down. Yeah, I might even spray a bit of that. I'll wet it down first, a bit of tea. See how that's picking up in all different areas. I mean, it's totally different when you, well, it's not totally different, but when you oven bake, because you can just dunk and, you know, put them in. But like I say, I'm in the studio now and I haven't got an oven here. So, and I just think, oh, I'll just keep it all in my little corner over there, and that's it. I don't have to keep cleaning up, because there's better results if you don't. It's tea bag time, I think. I mean, look at that already. What other spray did I have? Right, no, I'm going to keep on with this one. And a little bit of the one I made the other day with mica powder in. And I have a brush shape. Okay. Didn't do any of these. I'll just lay them on there, pick up bits. Might even do that first. And then those will go over the pile. More on there. Yeah. And that's another load. Okay, and I do exactly the same with the papers. I actually want a bit of blue on that one there. I think. I don't want very much, so I'll just spray it on there. And then I'll pick it up with a bit of tea, yeah, which again will dull it down. Like that, because I've already tea stained that, but that'll give me that nice sort of vintage. I would, oh, it's not quite okay blue, but it is definitely a vintage blue with just spritz in that. What colour was that? It's really nice. Sea blue, and then with a bit of tea over the top of it. Yeah. And pick up a bit of tea there just to blend in the colours. And then, should we do that one? Maybe a little bit more blue. There we go. I should have put something on there first. Okay. Right, and it goes on there, and these are the ones I'll just pile up, yeah, which I sort of showed you the other day, but I know this is not envelopes, but I do need to do some, so I mean I've got one here. Right, I could do with a bit of blue on that, yeah, I need a bit of blue there, and then a bit of tea on the top, yeah, change it and dull that colour down. And then let's put it on there, maybe a bit of more drips. Just any random sheets, really. Let's spritz with a doily. Let's do that. Hopefully, I'll do it with this one. Oops. This has got a bit of alcohol in this one. Okay. Yeah, and that gives it, you know, it's just a randomness, yeah. But got another one on top of that. Okay. Could do with a bit of blue and that white. Oh, this isn't plastic, this is paper. Thick card, actually. I was going to say it was soaking in then, I was getting a bit worried, but... So a bit of this on the lines paper. A bit more blue. And I'll just build up. I reckon about 20 sheets. Yeah. Do that. So technical, isn't it? Hey? Anyway. Let's put that there. Sometimes, you know, these are better sprayed through, I will say. That's okay. I might just actually put a bit on there. See what happens. That's going to be grungy, but it's quite a light bit, so see. Do that. Just leave that alone. Okay, right. And before I finish this little video, I'll show you the results of what we've done. Okay. Here we go. That batch is dry. I've got another lot doing. Okay, but they're all sort of bluey green because this is sort of what I'm doing next. There's one that's damaged there, but I'll just sort of put it together to show you what I would do. You know, I would make pocket like that to go in a journal. Yeah, and then, you know, that usually gets stuck down there. Well, I'll just trim that off or whatever. There, so still fine. Yeah, I stood on them on the floor and ripped it. I went, oh no. But anyway, all the rest are fine, you know, and you saw the way I done it, so yeah. Another one there. See, it's all the little different pieces going on there. Okay. And again, I don't know what that is. Oh, bit paper. You know, you can add another layer to that if you wanted to. This is, like I say, it's just one layer. And that was that one that was right on the top. So, that one. And there's bits of marks from the wallpaper. And there's one there. Another one, sorry, they're just, you know, tea stained. That's one of the long ones. Again, there's some interesting stuff going on in this corner here. That's it. And then what I do, I actually just put them under something heavy overnight. Oh, that's lovely. And you've got a bit of blue staining going on there, look. And that's those. Yeah. And you do that with any colour. I just think it's nicer if it's sort of, oh, this one's great. It's got a lot going on here because, you know, time you sort of tone it down with ink and everything, that would actually be really nice. But I prefer them with a bit of coffee stain in as well. I don't like the whole envelope same colour, you know. I like different things going on. I mean, look at that done there. But that's just my preference, you know. Then no problem with the other way either. So I say it's all my preference, and that's the wallpaper again. Is that one there? And this one's very delicate. Still all nicely coffee stained. There's more greeny. There we go. And we've got some nice effect coming on here. It's quite wrinkled as well, and it's made a sort of on the paper. That's actually quite nice. Go there. I literally have to go any second. I think my husband's looking at me through the window. Tea! He's cooking tonight. Nice. And these are the big ones. They're really thick actually, so they would I'd most probably open these out because they are really thick. Got some nice things going on there. And that goes that way. That's great. Look at that. Okay, and that's it. So you saw what I've done, and that's what I do with any colour. Alright, it's been blue today and that sort of thing, but you do exactly the same with whatever you got. And I say, if you add the tea first and then you spritz on the top, it doesn't go straight into the card and, you know, sort of like, it goes too dark, doesn't it? So add tea first and then spritz your stuff on the top, and then you get a sort of faded, muted look, which is what we're really after, isn't it? Well, that's the first one. Let's say we're going to do little snippets on some of it because I've done tea staining like this before, but of course, to be honest, they're all muddled up in my videos. So I thought, no, I'll separate them and just do some quick little ones because people keep asking, and I thought, well, at least I can just sort of, you know, have a little video and that's enough. Okay, right, see you soon then. Bye.